Introverts working in a corporate space have a different experience. And in a lot of ways, it is so much more emotionally taxing. Just to prove your worth, it feels like you have to jump through 10 more hoops. I work in the corporate biotech space. So we actually adopted a lot of AI technology very early. When the AI disruption started accelerating, I didn't panic. And if you're an introvert, likely you did not either. Instead, I got really still and I just took a few steps back and started to reflect. How can I remain valuable? Right now, a lot of you might be asking yourself, am I valuable? You are, just not the way that you used to be. World Economic Forum has already shown us over half of the skills that we currently value as importance in the workforce, they're going to be considered useless because they're going to be automated. It's happening right now. We need to start shifting our perspective on what we see as valuable. There's so many things that can be automated, but what cannot be automated is perspective, experience, and it's also your ability to assess problems before they happen. In the current workforce, so many people are operating from a scarcity mindset. Everyone's freaking out because layoffs are happening left and right every single 3 months. Restructures have become the new normal. My own company restructured 4 times in the past 4 years. They're not tiny little changes, it's like a whole workforce turnover. And then everyone has a new job description and job title, and we don't know where to look for information anywhere. Has this happened to you? Yeah, me too. I highly recommend the book Quiet by Susan Cain because she's done such beautiful research on introverts, pointing out what their strengths are, but also where some of the deficiencies may lie. In the research, it's found that society positions extroverts as being the best performers and the people that we should look up to in life in order to be successful people in society. It's simply not true. From a research based standpoint, introverts are much better at making decisions, at listening. They're much better at processing and taking in information. They hear more details. They're less focused on performing. They're more focused on the information right in front of them. If you're saying to yourself, that's me, I don't react, I reflect almost too much, so much so that people get annoyed and they think I'm not listening because I'm just processing and digesting before I respond, then you have a competitive advantage. You will not step into a state of performing for internal politics to make yourself stand out. You're also smarter than just choosing to quit because you're feeling overwhelmed. Everyone is under pressure right now. Instead, you are going to position yourself for the future of the job market, and that's creating income security. Depending on your employer, whose company might go under and who might restructure your entire team next year or in the next few months, that's not job security. That's not financial security. We're going to position ourselves alongside AI to make sure that we have income coming in no matter how the job market decides to develop over the next few years. And yes, AI is actually your ally in this because AI can tell us really easily how we can differentiate ourselves. Look at the internet, for example. People are so distrustful of content right now. I had someone comment on one of my short form videos saying, I thought this was AI. I guess that new iPhone really was worth the investment. He told me that it was just the quality of my video that made her feel like it was AI generated. I share this example with you because so many people don't want to consume AI generated content. People are now shifting to long form because long form videos are less likely to be AI generated. There's just so much more short form, but also it's easier to decipher pretty quickly into the video if it's AI or not. People want to connect with people that are relatable, people who talk to them sincerely, people who have information to give them on the terms that they're searching for. Substack is on the rise. YouTube is consistently on the rise, and TikTok's actually down. Short form has been going down this year, and I think it's because people now are being much more specific and much more thoughtful about the content they're consuming. Being an introvert right now is a superpower because introverts are positioned to grow so quickly on social media and in your personal brand because you don't like performative energy. You don't like being fake. So you're just going to be authentically you. and your people will find you. You are not for everyone. If you were to create content, or if you currently are creating content, talking to camera is not about attention for you. It's more about you articulating your thoughts. It's about you sharing value in the areas that you want to talk about. AI automation and AI content is going to continue rising. And as it continues, it's going to continue to signal people to crave human content. This is where you come in. Over the past 2 years, I spent a lot of time researching AI, analyzing where AI was going to go relative to the job market and also relative to content creation, because I did start creating content and experimenting with it a couple years ago. And I was curious how AI would impact it, from the creation process to also disrupting workflow and disrupting what the future of creators looks like. If you followed me a couple years ago, my content looked a little bit different. Right now, it's just much more focused. You're gonna see that it's still the same me speaking, the same voice, my grounded content, my motivational voice still here. I'm focusing on what I'm most passionate about. And this is my existing journey, the one that I wanna help support you in, which is building your personal brand online and gaining income security. And for that, you need to be able to talk to camera confidently. As an introvert like myself, you don't want to be fake. You don't want to chase influencer like status. Instead, you want to build something that's real, that's going to generate money for you. Make money out of your existing skills, out of your existing knowledge and your voice. I want to be honest with you. At first, I was so afraid of being seen. I was so afraid of my colleagues, my friends finding me online. Eventually, I got over it. That's a half truth. I got over it and I also deleted a bunch of people. I blocked them, even people that I really love and enjoy. And it's not because they don't support me, it's because it made me self conscious. Go ahead and block anyone and everyone that comes to mind and their mutuals. And then just go off from there, because there's going to be a point where you don't care anymore and you don't care who finds you. Do what you need to do to start this process for yourself, because this is your life. Don't silence yourself because you're afraid of criticism. And it is so okay to feel self conscious and to be afraid of criticism right now. Just block everyone. Block everyone and move on. Start creating your personal brand. This year, I got back on YouTube, posting on here once a week with the goal of reaching twice a week by the second half of this year. I'm not rushing the process. Could I push myself there now? Yes. But do I want to? No, because we're aiming for sustainability. Similar to that, don't quit your job right now. Don't remove the stability that you have in paying for your lifestyle. Do this from a creative place. We want our nervous system regulated. This is so important. In order to create beautiful things, we want to create from an inner world that is beautiful as well. You don't go and have a fight with your partner and sit down and record content. Likely that piece won't be really good, or at least it won't be as good as the other pieces that you create. And if you're worried about your employer finding you, I don't know what kind of content you're posting that is so outrageous that your employer shouldn't find it. Your biggest risk right now is not posting content, it's being invisible. In a job market where companies are going under overnight and entire teams are being laid off, you need to be visible. It could be people that want your consulting services, people that want you to come and speak for 5, 10, $20,000 public speaking engagement. People who can't see you by Googling your name. Being invisible feels safe until the system changes. And it's already changed. Your documented thinking in the form of your writing, in the form of your talking head videos, this is unlimited income. It does not expire. Your paycheck, it's one day. If you're an introvert in the corporate space, you don't need to become louder. You just need to become visible. If your company disappeared tomorrow, would your thinking still exist? Let me know down below. What are 3 different passions that you have that you'd love to blend together? We're not panicking. We're positioning ourselves. You got this. I'll see you in the next video.